Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, Diploma Dilemma. Students given two options regarding a large portion of their final grades. Colorful competition, a local auto body apprentice gearing up for a world skills contest. And jaywalking, baseball fans keeping up with the World Series during trick-or-treating.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
The province has canceled January's diploma exams for grade 12 students, along with the grade 9 provincial achievement tests. CTV's Evan Kenny joins us in studio now with the latest on this story. So, Evan, why did the provincial government decide to do this?
Matt, it says this way students and teachers can stay focused on learning after lost classroom time. Students have missed 3 weeks of class, nearly 20% of the semester due to the teacher strike. Now, diploma exams are worth 30% of a grade 12 student's grade. The other 70% comes from coursework during class. The province already made diploma exams in November optional. Some were also worried students would struggle to catch up in time for January's diplomas.
Given the disruption, clearly there are some learning gaps, so there's going to have to be some adjustments made. Every moment is precious. We need to minimize disruptions, and we need to really clearly focus on that learning.
This change was made late this afternoon after the province mistakenly posted the news on its website yesterday. The president of the Alberta Teachers Union says that created unnecessary stress.
To put something out like that and then to take it down is just causing confusion amongst parents and students and teachers. They don't know what's going on.
The education minister's press secretary tells us there was a back-end glitch and the website was prematurely changed. The province says if a student does want to write any of the January diplomas, they still have the option to do so in April or June. Those who don't will receive their school-awarded mark as their final official course mark. Their transcripts will include a notation which will ensure students will be able to graduate and transition into post-secondary without impact. Matt?
All right, CTV's Evan Kenny live in studio tonight. Thank you. The Edmonton Public School Board of Trustees has a new board chair. Sadiq Sumar was voted in, defeating incumbent Julie Cusick. Sumar is one of 4 returning trustees with 5 new faces on the 9-member board. The board will also have a new vice chair as newcomer Linda Lindsay beat out incumbent Jan Sawyer. Edmonton police believe 4 fires in south central Edmonton over the last 2 weeks were intentionally set. On Wednesday night, a home under construction in Belgravia was damaged by fire. Before that, on Sunday night, a construction site in the same neighborhood went up in flames. There was also a fire in King Edward Park in mid-October and a fire in Strathcona a few days later. The Edmonton Police Service says officers are increasing patrols in those neighborhoods. It is asking people in those areas to check security footage for suspicious activity between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. on the night of the fires, especially people living around construction or infill sites. More changes appear to be coming for infill housing under the new city council. After a multi-day public hearing in July, the previous group made some adjustments to infill rules. Buildings now have to be smaller with fewer side entrances and appear more like a house from the street. Council maintained the maximum unit count on a lot at 8. A report analyzing the impact of dropping that maximum to 6 units is due in early 2027. Some councillors, including newcomer Mike Elliott, say it's time to act on what they heard from Edmontonians during the election campaign.
A 6-plex will work perfectly, depending on the neighborhood. A 4-plex will work perfectly, but we've heard loud and clear, 8-plexes, people are not happy with that just because how it really impacts the neighborhoods.
Council is scheduled to discuss mid-block infill rules early next year, which will be an opportunity to propose changes. It will also consider reinstating an infill liaison team and adding enforcement officers during upcoming budget talks. Winter weather isn't quite here yet, but the city of Edmonton is starting its snow and ice control program for the season. The city says service levels will stay the same as previous years. It will focus on doing a better job of communicating important information about snow clearing operations. The city says it will aim to provide real-time data with accurate information on service timelines.
The online maps have the most up-to-date detailed information about the parking bans. Additionally, we really encourage residents to sign up for the notifications as we consistently improve and update our notification system. Residents can add 5 addresses, so that can be your home, your work, places you normally travel, so that you can get information to your phones or email directly about the bans in your area.
Failing to move your vehicle during a parking ban could result in a tow or a $250 ticket. The city says it issued more than 2,200 tickets during parking bans last snow season. No snow out there tonight, but trick-or-treaters may want to consider bundling up since it's still windy out there. CTV's Ann Liu has more on the current weather conditions.
Good evening. Yeah, not too bad at all. A great way to finish off the work week and the month of October. Today we saw a high of 8 degrees in the city, 4 in Slave Lake, a touch cooler in Calgary at 6 degrees. But look at southern Alberta, 11 degrees in Medicine Hat, 14 degrees in Lethbridge. We do have a front moving its way in from British Columbia. As you can see, a line of showers stretching all the way down towards Calgary as we head through this evening. Overcast skies and windy conditions for those waiting to go out trick-or-treating. So by 7 o'clock tonight, it'll be windy and 6 degrees. Overcast skies expected for both 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock tonight, both sitting at 6 degrees as well. So at least it'll be dry for those headed outdoors to get some tricks and some treats. So for the next 24 hours overnight, it'll be breezy with winds gusting to 40 kilometers an hour. Tomorrow morning, we'll start off sunny, a mix of sun and cloud with some light rain. And then tomorrow afternoon, that's when the clouds increase. We'll see a high of 10 degrees with some scattered showers as we head through the afternoon hours. So don't forget tomorrow evening before you go to bed to turn your clocks back an hour. With those afternoon showers, it clears up quite nicely into Sunday. Mostly sunny skies with a high of 9. Monday, we're looking at a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 8. So it clears up quite nicely. Above seasonal temperatures for the start of the month of November. Back to you.
The head coach of the Edmonton Oilers says one of his top defensemen is frustrated with the way he's been playing. Chris Knobloch says despite some struggles, he's confident Evan Bouchard will bounce back.
Right now, he's feeling it, not having as much confidence as he usually does. And so I think it's just about simplifying, making his play a little bit quicker, faster, moving his feet.
Evan Bouchard was on the ice for 3 of the Rangers' 4 goals against the Oilers last night. Knobloch says he wants his team to move on from the loss as quickly as possible. The Oilers wrap up a 3-game homestand against the Chicago Blackhawks tomorrow night. One of the most popular Halloween outfits this year could be the Blue Jays jersey. Several Edmonton fans were showing their pride when they flew out early this morning to be at Rogers Centre tonight for what could be a historic World Series win. CTV's Nicole Lampa has the story.
When this happened in Game 1 of the World Series, Kevin Bolesky and his son from Edmonton were inside the Toronto Stadium. The pair also attended Game 2 and decided at the last minute to fly out this morning for Game 6.
As soon as we knew it was going back to Toronto, it was eating away at me all day yesterday, so here we are.
It's loud, everyone's in it, it's just a really good time, honestly.
While the Boleskys won't say how much they've paid to watch 3 World Series games, another fan says the hefty price tag is worth it.
$2,000, and we could probably sell them for $6 now if we wanted to, but...
$2,000 all in?
No, each.
Shane Hoff has 3 tickets and is taking his wife and dad to tonight's game. He says the experience inside Rogers Place to potentially watch a World Series Blue Jays win is priceless.
Oh, it'll be very exciting, once in a lifetime. That's why we decided to go.
Thank you for supporting the boys.
At the gate, airport staff celebrated this baseball moment, surprising Jays fans with giveaways.
We're going to Game 6 of the World Series, baby.
Grant Popowish and his wife decided to go after watching the Jays pitcher Trey Savage make history Wednesday with the most strikeouts by a rookie during a World Series game.
The pitching performance by Trey Savage was amazing, so it just feels like this team is destined to win this thing.
Diehard Blue Jays fans from Edmonton now destined for Toronto to hopefully witness that happen.
I've been a Jays fan my whole life, and it's been over 30 years, so it just had to do it.
Nicole Lampa, CTV News, Edmonton.
Coming up next on CTV News, paint job, a local auto body apprentice gearing up for a colorful competition.
Kind of like trade Olympics, like all the trades going at it, competing, seeing who's the best.
Programming brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Monday on CTV Edmonton, a new series, The Crime Tapes.
Just stay there, we'll find you. We will. I'll find you.
An Edmonton man's public promise to find his pregnant wife, all while police had him under close watch inside the 2005 investigation of Michael White. Monday.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
An auto body apprentice at NAIT is preparing for what's known as the Olympics of Trades. It's the first time the school has been represented on the world stage for car painting by a female student. CTV's Amanda Anderson has her story.
Even when there's no class scheduled and the NAIT Auto Body Shop empty, you'll find Annika Jones honing her skills.
Sometimes you're just good at it, but it also does take quite a bit of practice.
The third-year apprentice has laser focus as she practices masking a car hood for a paint job.
I really liked cars growing up, and my family kind of liked cars, but no one ever really went to work on them.
The number of women taking the auto body program has increased substantially over the years, but Jones is NAIT's first female student, considered one of the best in the country after the Skills Canada competition.
It's a trade competition, so for all the trades, but for me it would just be I would prep something, I would paint something, maybe a little decorative aspect.
Now she's training to compete in car painting at World Skills.
Kind of like trade Olympics, like all the trades going at it, competing, seeing who's the best.
It just so happens the expert and trainer assigned to work with Jones from World Skills is her instructor and mentor.
That hard work and dedication is what it takes to be at the top of your game, of the world. You're going to start from the bottom here.
The skills required for the competition change each year, competitors only getting a few hints on what to practice.
Very critical to have her practice these different tasks that she could face. Everything has to be at the highest level, and so that's what we're working on.
Buckmeyer says just getting to that level opens up so many doors for her young student.
I've had past World Skills competitors get job hunted from across different countries, and so the opportunities that will open for her are uncomparable to anything that you would just get here in Canada.
In a male-dominated field, Jones hopes her accomplishments will help inspire other women.
There's been hard times, but there are the people that really support women getting into the trades, and you just need to find those people.
The World Skills competition will take place in China next September. Amanda Anderson, CTV News, Edmonton.
Still to come tonight, the science of scares, why we seek out something that we spend most of the year avoiding.
This is a temporary condition that's not real.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
From all of us here at Your Morning, we hope your Halloween weekend is a work of art and full of fun.
We'll be back on Monday to get your new week started on the right foot. See you at 6.
Your Morning Edmonton, weekdays.
Pretty decent evening out there for trick-or-treaters. CTV's Ann Liu has more on what we can expect over the weekend and the next couple of days.
Good evening and happy Halloween as we head into this evening. Not too bad at all. Cloudy skies for the trick-or-treaters. Today, not too bad at all either. We saw a high of 8 degrees, well above the seasonal average of 4 degrees. Overnight lows at -5, bang on seasonal. The record set back in 1981 at 19 degrees. The record low at -27 at 1984. Hope nobody was complaining about our 8 degrees today, because last year on Halloween, we saw a high of -0.5 degrees with the overnight lows at -8 degrees. So today, not too bad at all. Overnight, as we head into tomorrow morning, it'll cool down, but not too badly. 1 degree for Coronation, 2 for Red Deer. We'll look at 2 to start off the day for the city of Edmonton. Warmer for Lethbridge and Medicine Hat at 6. -1 for Cold Lake, as well as high level. You're looking at 1 degree for Fort McMurray to start off the day. So we do have a front moving its way in from British Columbia, as you can see, bringing us the cloud coverage and a line of showers is stretching all the way down towards Calgary. Here's a look at our weather tracker. We are going to see increasing cloud coverage, but a line of snow showers, as you can see here, just along the foothills and the BC border. We'll start off sunny, but then as we head through the afternoon, the clouds roll in, and then we'll see a line of showers stretch all the way into Saskatchewan, across central Alberta. But they won't last very long. Things do clear up quite nicely heading into Sunday. Tomorrow, this is what we can expect for high level. Mostly cloudy skies, 9 degrees. You're looking at mostly sunny skies for Peace River, Grand Prairie, Slave Lake, as well as Fort McMurray. Sunny breaks for White Cork and Lac La Biche. Cold Lake, you'll see mostly cloudy skies with showers for Edson and Vegreville. 10 degrees as a high. Tomorrow for Jasper, periods of rain and 6 degrees. Sunny breaks for Red Deer. Lloydminster, you're looking at a few showers. Flurries transitioning over to showers for Banff with a high of 4. Look at Calgary, though, 14 degrees under mostly cloudy skies, warming up to 19 for Medicine Hat with some sunny breaks. Lethbridge, 17 degrees. It'll feel like spring with under a mix of sun and cloud. For tomorrow, we'll see showers roll in the afternoon. Don't forget to turn your clocks back before you go to bed. Clears up nicely for Sunday. Mostly sunny skies and 9 degrees. 8 for Monday under a mix of sun and cloud. Partly cloudy skies for Tuesday at 6. Back to seasonal temperatures on Wednesday with mostly cloudy skies and sunny breaks. Overnight lows cooling down to -7s. And then heading into next week, Thursday, we'll see overcast skies with some sunny breaks on Friday. Back to seasonal temperatures. A few clouds for Saturday at 5 degrees. We'll start off cloudy on Sunday. Flurries return, move back in the afternoon with a high of 7. They don't last very long. Monday, 4 degrees under mostly cloudy skies, so not too bad at all for the first 10 days of November. Back to you.
We spend most of the year avoiding it, but on the spookiest night of the year, some people chase fear. CTV's Terry Fikowski explores why we enjoy a good scare.
Sinister scenes lining the streets.
It's too late to hide.
Homes transformed into haunted horrors. It's all meant to cause a spook. And for many, that's the whole point.
It's Halloween. To me, it's meant to be scary.
It gives a thrill. Freaky, right?
You know, you get screams and, I don't know, it just brings me joy.
From classic thrillers like It, or jump scares on Friday the 13th, people want a living nightmare. And it turns out there's a real reason why.
We know how to kill a vampire. We know how to stop a werewolf. It's much more terrifying to think that we can't afford the food that we need to live.
Alex Bierman says our fascination with fear comes down to control, or at least the illusion of it. A safe shock is fun because while the screams are real, the threat is not.
Scary movies, scary books, they give us a sense to feel the sense of powerlessness, while at the same time knowing that really we aren't powerless. This is a temporary condition that's not real.
So what about those who are doing the scaring, who like to dress up and give others a fright? This is scary, right?
I really just like the thrill of the people running and screaming, honestly.
The Shrieker has turned this Calgary garage into a haunted maze for a 5th year and says the crowds just keep growing.
A lot of jump scares, a lot of live actors this year. Definitely the scariest year I've ever done.
Proving that a little fright is a lot of fun once you navigate out of the darkness and survive the scare. Terry Fikowski, CTV News, Calgary.
Programming brought to you by Superheroes and Blockbusters with your Edmonton Symphony Orchestra. Learn more at winspearcenter.com.
Our team on CTV Your Morning Edmonton got into the Halloween spirit today. Their costumes were real works of art.
Probably can't pull this off last minute.
No, probably not.
This is fantastic. Talk to us about how this came together.
Okay, I did see an inspiration photo. It was from a Halloween parade in New York, right? And they did the Mona Lisa, they did Van Gogh, but I decided maybe let's go a little wild this year.
CTV meteorologist Corey Adel was nearly unrecognizable as Vincent Van Gogh. And you can totally tell that's our Kim Nguyen under the Picasso paint, right? She's the one responsible for both transformations. Her workday started at midnight to ensure the costumes were picture perfect. This month, our friends on Your Morning have also been asking you to vote on the best Halloween candy. It came down to a nail biter between Kit Kat and Twizzlers, with Kit Kat eventually coming out on top. Well, baseball fans may be feeling a bit tricked by the Major League schedule makers. The Toronto Blue Jays have a chance to win the World Series tonight on Halloween. CTV's Naraman Issa is out in St. Albert this evening. So, Naraman, how are people handling the two big events all at once tonight?
Well, Matt, it's a dilemma for many folks who want to take in the holiday, but also take in the big game. So first pitch is just after 6 p.m. And, you know, it has some people wondering, do you just turn off the lights and watch the game uninterrupted? What if you go trick-or-treating for about an hour before first pitch? But for those who want to do both, well, they have to get creative. And that also includes a father from Spruce Grove who does still plan on taking his two daughters trick-or-treating.
Kyle Polanski's getting ready to juggle dad and Blue Jays fan duties tonight. He started brainstorming ideas during the last game.
Home run number one, home run number two, back to back, and it just clicked. I was like, wait, what are we gonna do on Friday?
Polanski got creative in his garage, using what he had on hand.
Inverter. Plug that in.
He calls it his Vladdy Caddy. It's a 32-inch TV, along with a streaming site, a lawnmower battery, all packed together on a kid's wagon.
The kids obviously are going to have to do a bit of walking this year because the wagon is taken. But yeah, I was up and running in like half an hour.
Polanski's taking his two daughters trick-or-treating. He doesn't want to miss out, but he also doesn't want to miss the game.
And I mean, it's been a long time. I think, was it 32 years now? So I would have been, you know, eating baby food last time around. So this one will be a little bit more memorable.
The Jays fan doesn't know what kind of reaction he'll get from his setup.
Obviously, you know, dangerous roads, and everybody's got to be paying attention. So I don't want to be distracting in any sort of way, but I hope the reaction's positive.
He does expect some families to stick close by to watch the game, and for homeowners to get a kick out of it.
Maybe it means more candy for the girls. Or for dad.
Polanski's hoping to pair some chocolate with a championship with the hopes the Blue Jays get the job done tonight, all while not missing a play.
All right, so Matt, we see that there's already a street party happening here in Jensen's Lake. And, you know, a lot of people, it's going to be hard to celebrate both Halloween and, of course, the Blue Jays at the same time, but you'll find a way to get it done. Back to you.
Yeah, Naraman, you seem to be managing all right. CTV's Naraman Issa out in St. Albert tonight. Thank you. And that's our show for this Halloween. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.